What's up, guys? It's your girl Sarah Brown, and I'm back with another interesting videos. But before we continue, make sure you subscribe, share, like, and comment. And today I want to do smoky eyes, and as you can see, guys, I already started by combing my eyebrows, making them smooth. I use a gel to comb them so that I make them smoother. So I wanted natural eyebrows. I didn't want them to look that much artificial. Normally, when doing smoky eyes, I always see like it's look better with those natural eyebrows. You can try that and see. Yeah, so I just added those strokes, those straight lines, to make it look more natural. Yes, and then after I will go in with a pro concealer. Yes, yeah, the eyebrow just look nice. Then I went in with that pro concealer, as I said earlier, at the outer corner of my eyebrow where there is an arc. You can see where I just applied that concealer. Normally when doing that type of eyebrow, if natural, you don't actually start putting concealer at the beginning of the eyebrow. No, it won't make any sense. Then on the other side, I went in again by applying that pro concealer to define my eyebrow and to make it look more enhanced. Okay, so yeah, you can see exactly where I'm applying the concealer. This is almost the most difficult part of drawing or defining the eyebrow. If you're a beginner, this can be a little bit complicated for you, but anyway, story by story, you learn. Then after that, I applied pro concealer on my eyelid so that I will apply the dark shade. As I said, whatever I'm doing here, I'm doing smoky eyes. Smoky eyes are always dark. Maybe there's a person who's like, what is smoky eyes? Smoky eyes are those dark eyes with a dark shade eyeshadow. I went in by tapping that dark eyeshadow. The first thing that I do, I just tap in the dark eyeshadow at the middle of my eyelid. Then later I will blend the whole shade, because this one will make it easier to blend the rest of the part. If you start by tapping the whole eyelid, if you start by tapping the whole eyelid by adding that dark shade, later on you will realize too much of eyeshadow, and then the final result will not give as perfect result as maybe you wanted. So it's easier the way I'm doing it, and that is always the perfect way. In case there is excess eyeshadow, you have to tap the brush so that you can remove that excess eyeshadow. And as you can see from the outer corner, I start by doing that circular motions so that I blend in the whole eyeshadow on my eyelid. This is always the most perfect way of applying eyeshadow. Also, I don't want to have that harsh line at the outer corner of my eyelid and inner corner of my eyelid. I want those two sides to be completely blended and to be completely smooth. And as you can see, I just blended the whole thing now, and it's looking perfect. I love it. After that, I went in by shimmery eyeshadow, black shimmery eyeshadow. The shimmery eyeshadow is the one that always look like a glittered one, the one that almost having glitters. That's the shimmery eyeshadow. I went with a darker one to enhance that eye, and yeah, I love it. Then I decided to make it more glamorous by adding those glitters, adding those silver glitters, and yeah, the eye is looking awesome. So after this, we will go to the next eye and do the same thing that I did on the other eye. Yes, by making sure you tap in the dark eyeshadow like I did on the other side. You tap in the dark eyeshadow at the middle of your eyelid. Then after that, that's when you will start blending, and as you can see, that's exactly what I am doing right now. Make sure you don't put excess eyeshadow, for it will give a messy result and it will not be that pleasing. So once I'm done by tapping in the dark eyeshadow, now I will start by blending using the circular motion. As you can see, I'm rotating my brush and circular motion to make sure I completely blend the whole eyeshadow on the other part. The reason why I don't have to tap in outer corner by too much eyeshadow, the eyeshadow will be too much at the outer corner, and the inner corner will give those harsh lines, and finally the smoky eye will not be smoky again, it will be a burning eye, and I tell you, my friend, you will not love it. And as you can see, I completely blended the whole eyeshadow. As you can see there, there's not too much dark shade, it just look average. So again, like I did on the other eye, I added that shimmery eyeshadow, that glitter eyeshadow. Then I again went with that silver glitter to make it, at least to enhance more, to make it grow, give that shining element or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I added on the other side because I felt like one side has a lot of glitters more than the other one. So the other thing that I had to do, I decided to do a dark eyeliner. Well, you can apply still the dark eyeshadow under your eyes if you want. You can go ahead and apply a darker eyeliner, it's still okay. All right, so you can see the final results. My eyes are completely done, and I already put my eyelashes behind the scene. So I went again by applying my foundation. This time round, I mixed two type of foundation. I think beauty something, I can't remember, and the other one was Fit Me. So I go again by applying pro concealer under my eyes to highlight those that part of the face. This one gives good highlight and just give the face a shape. That's why you have to highlight by at least applying a brighter concealer. So once I am done, I take my brush so that I can apply that concealer. I can tap in that concealer, make sure also you blend it correctly to avoid any harsh, not harsh, to avoid any punches. I mean, you'll be left with some punches. Using a brush will also make it easier. It will not leave some punches, and also if the best concealer, it will not dry that fast. So if it's dried fast, it give you hard time when it comes to blending it. And to avoid those punches, you can make sure that your brush is wet somehow, or your beauty blender. So I already highlighted under eyes and down cheek and forehead. I don't do baking. For me, I just put a brighter powder. I don't like baking. For me, every makeup artist has their own way of doing makeup, so that's my own way. So I go in by brusher. I love red brusher. I have that so many type of colors, but as for me, I will always prefer to use a red brusher. It gives me the outcome that I want. So I also use the same brusher to contour my forehead. I use a red brusher. I don't like using a dark one because the result would be dark. I don't like my face is brighter somehow, so I love to give at least a something brighter to make it more beautiful. Dark one I always prefer to use on a dark tone skin. So I already contoured my nose and I highlighted it. So yeah, and I highlight my cheeks using a highlighter. This certain highlighter, I don't know the name of the highlighter, but I'll show you later when I'm doing another makeup tutorial. I'm a girl who is fan of nudes lipstick. This is just a gloss. It looks like a lipstick, but it's a gloss. It has that gloss texture, but later on it gets dry. Nice. I love the gloss. It gives me those nude lips, and wow, my god, I just love the natural way that it gives, and that was the final results. Thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, and comment.